Chairperson of Parliament's Standing Committees on Public Accounts Songezo Zibi has raised concerns over delays faced by road accident fund claimants who aren't represented by legal practitioners. He says unrepresented claimants often take longer to complete RAF application processes as they must navigate the procedures themselves and cover their own costs. Zibi also pointed to poor management at the Road Accident Fund, adding that the entity is underfunded and does not receive sufficient support from National Treasury. He noted that the RAF relies heavily on revenue generated through the fuel levy. The comments were made during an oversight visit by the Scopa to RAF's offices in Parktown. Now, the visit forms part of an ongoing inquiry into the fund's financial management as well as operational challenges.
Firstly, it is the amount of time it takes especially for people who are not represented by lawyers, to complete the whole claims process. We've met people here who say they've been here over 10 times. There have been claims that have been outstanding for 5-6 years. Now, the law says the whole thing must be finished within a short space of time, right? We also found instances where people have to pay for expensive medical reports themselves, especially those who don't have an attorney, especially attorneys with deep pockets who can pay for these reports. They can cost 8,000 rand, can cost 25,000 rand, 35,000 rand, depending on how injured you are and what kind of specialist you need, transport costs and so on. Now, one of the things we found is that if, for instance, the attorneys will keep all the slips and claim for everything at the end of the case, a person who's unrepresented will keep paying money out of their own pocket. They don't even know that there are claimants who get reimbursed everything. Now, a service must be equal in South Africa. You either pay these costs or you don't pay these costs, but you can't pay some their money back and others don't get their money back. So those are the kind of things we are observing here. There has been poor management of costs at the Road Accident Fund. That much is clear. Let's say over the last 10 years. Particularly. Having said that, the Road Accident Fund is underfunded. It does not get enough money from the National Treasury. And it is not National Treasury's fault. The Road Accident Fund gets nearly or over 50 billion, depending on how much the fuel levy is each year. That money is not enough. The accidents in South Africa, as you know, explode. They grow every year. The number of people that are affected. Now, all of those people become the Road Accident Fund's problem. So if we don't solve the road safety problem at the Road Accident Fund, one. Secondly, think carefully about what the Road Accident Fund actually pays for and does not pay for. The Road Accident Fund will always be bankrupt or insolvent. That's not a management problem. It's a policy and legal problem. And one of the things we are going to be doing is making recommendations in terms of how the law can be changed. Otherwise, the Road Accident Fund will need over 100 billion a year. And you know, the service delivery needs are many, and the government does not have that kind of money.